Hey guys, the Super Review Show for an episode of Why You Should Watch. This is the show where I break down TV shows, movies that I personally recommend to you, the viewer, and what you might have never heard this one, you may have heard of like this movie or TV show, but the bottom line, the show is just that great, or the movie is just that great. You should definitely check out this show or movie. And here I am today talking about none other than one of my childhood favorites, Jimmy Neutron and Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. So basically, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Forgive me. This show was in 2001 to 2004, I believe. This was like 2 or 3 seasons on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon actually had really good shows, truthfully. When SpongeBob was doing well, and Fairly Odd Parents, I'll get to that in a second. Jimmy Neutron, if you're looking for a cartoon show that actually is really funny, not just for the kids, but for the parents, this is one to get into, because the writers of the show made it so it's not just about, a kid who's a boy genius who happens to have crazy hair like me right now, like sticking up, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever. Bad jokes. I get it. But this is a great cartoon to get into. It's one of the first animated shows that I could think of, like as a child growing up watching the show. It really holds up. Truthfully, like the story holds up about this kid, his friend Sheen and Carl. My parents always thought that I was Sheen for some reason. I don't know why. That's a little weird. Sorry, guys. Hate to disappoint you. But this is a great show. And the two girls on the show are Cindy Vortex and Lindsay. And Lizzie. Sorry. Lindsay, I forget specifically what it was. I haven't seen the show in forever. But when I was doing some research about what shows you should watch, this is one of the first ones that came up. I was like, that's a great idea. Let's talk about that. This is a great cartoon. This is just a great cartoon. And the villains are great. It's kind of like a super heroic James Bond type of show, but with a kid. It's awesome. And they made a couple of TV movies out of the show, too. Crossing over with, outside of Operation Jet Fusion, which I think I have it on tape, which sounds crazy. I think I have it on tape somewhere. I forgot. I haven't seen the show in a long time. I might actually revisit it just and do a binge watch of it on Paramount Plus, just saying. I might actually do that. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, they did Operation Jet Fusion, and they did like all these different TV movies, and they all kind of tied together at the end of the show. But one of the coolest crossovers that I would argue was almost better than Avengers Endgame was when the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron crossover episode, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, happened on their show for part 1 through 3. That was awesome. That was awesome. One of the best crossovers in any television show ever, including cartoons. One of the best. They took that and they took 2 TV shows and crossed them over. As a kid, you're like, whoa, I'm watching the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron on the same show. What's going on? It was awesome. A wet dream for those of you who grew up with that. You're proud of yourself too, I know. This show is hysterical. It's Sheen, like Ultra Lord, and it's funny. The movie came out. The movie Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius came out before the TV show, which kind of set the stage for the show as well. It did get canceled after the 3rd season. It's very unfortunate. But bottom line, if you're looking for a cartoon, I can't believe I'm saying these words. If you're looking for a cartoon that actually is really funny for the adults as well, not just for you like as a kid, for your son or daughter to watch. This is a good show that has a lot of heart to it, a lot of heartfelt, moments in it. Truthfully, there's the Jimmy Cindy. They got lost on some island in the Pacific Ocean episode. A really cool episode. Truthfully, it shows really how they really care for each other and they actually don't hate each other. It's actually really, really something. And King Goobot, the villain. There's so much great elements to the show. And Sheen and Carl Weezer, man. I hate to bring this up, but I don't really care. It's my show. I can do what I want. Carl Weezer has, there's so many great moments with him just singing. Right? Like, he's like, the 3 Amigops. He wrote P instead of an O for Amigos. Hysterical stuff. Like, I still laugh at that stuff today. It's like, where are the 3 Amigops? The 3 Amigops, Carl? I wrote a P instead of an O. Oh, well, that's great. And Sheen gets called man and stuff. It's a great show. It's a funny show if you really want to break it down. It's awesome. I love it to death. It's one of my favorite shows of all. One of my favorite cartoons of all time that I love so much. Truthfully. So if you're looking for a show that is hysterical, is kid show friendly and ready to show your like 7, 8-year-old, 9-year-old son or daughter, this is a good one to get into. This is a great show I recommend to anyone out there who is looking for a show for their son or daughter. At least, definitely 5 and up, because if they're 5 and under, they won't get it. But if it's 5 and older, it's like maybe 6 and older, 7 and older, they might actually get hooked on it. It's like, and when they're my age, they're going to make videos about why you should watch Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius as well. Just saying. Bad jokes. I get it. Anyways, I digress. But those are some reasons why I think you should watch Jimmy Neutron, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Anyways, I digress. What do you think? Are you a fan of this show? Have you watched this cartoon at all? Jump down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts on this video as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications as well. We do uploads every couple of days now. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. But for all of your why you should watch videos and many more, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man off the rock. We'll see you guys later.